Hey guys, Temple Storm Hooey here. Hold up. Yeah, okay. Temple Storm Hooey here. Alright, today I want to go over positioning as Zenyatta on Village Nepal. So, let's say the traditional push, standard rather, let's use the word standard. Your standard push is top left, right? So, there's two ways you play this, pretty much, two possible outcomes. Outcome number one, you have a standard comp, and they have a standard comp. And then you just sit back here and just shoot across. Kill your team, apply discord, pretty easy. And then the thing where people struggle the most is dive comp. Now the way you play dive comp is pretty much have to accept that you're going to die. There's really nothing you can do to help yourself as a Zenyatta against a dive comp. So you have to play in a way to survive and to keep the attention of their front line away from your back line, or away from your team, pretty much. So the way you do that is you play the health pack right here. So you come top left, and then when you see they have a dive, you immediately jump down, play the health pack, juke around, get peeled for you, get Zarya shielded, get heal amped, and then when you're about to die, pick up the health pack and keep fighting the people who are diving. That's really all you can do. Normally when you run Zenyatta, you don't run it with a standard comp, you run it with a dive comp. So let me explain it how that works, right? In dive versus dive, it's a race to who kills their backline first. So your goal as the backline is to accept that you're probably going to die against a Winston, Tracer, Genji. Sometimes people will even run like a triple DPS to dive, to have 4 people dive. And if that's the case, then there's really nothing you can do. And your goal really is to survive as long as possible for your team to kill their backline first, and then they peel back and help your backline or whoever's alive. So that's why you have to play to survive, and that's why playing health packs is the most useful thing to do against dive. So that's pretty much it for pushing top left. Let's go over the same scenario for right side. Sometimes your team wants to push, I call this main. Sometimes your team wants to push main. Let's see what you do main, right? So you go to main, and the place you want to go into, I call this barn. You want to go into this building. You want to play in the barn. If you play in here, let's say they go top left, this is the most ideal position to play. If you just play here, you're vulnerable to any flanks or like hit scans or something peeking from the high ground. If you play in here, the only thing that can really hit you is like maybe Ferris Spam, maybe a Helix Rocket Radius, and then you can just watch left flank. You can shoot onto point, heal people, and you can rotate over here. Same thing, heal onto point, shoot people, discord. On top of that, another thing why this is so useful, this area, is that not only does it provide LOS, there's also a health pack. So, same concept here. Play passive, don't be too aggressive, don't be out of position, deal damage. Let's say you push right and they also push right. Then you play somewhere back here in this area. Usually back here is good because sometimes they might sound like a Genji or have someone high ground, so you can LOS the high ground from here and you can shoot across if they push right with a standard comp. Now if they have dive and you want to go right for whatever reason, usually that's not the best thing. Technically against dive, left side is more useful because there's the mega health pack and this is only a small health pack, but same concept. You push right into this right building, and if they have dive, you just juke around here, use the health pack to your advantage, and try to survive for as long as possible. And then for holding, actually there's two possible things. I didn't cover this. Let's say you push top left again, right? So just top left, you can go here. Or, as your team goes top left, you can just push mega already. What this does, usually in a dive comp, the primary target is the support, right? So if you're hiding and I call this mind gaming. If you're mind gaming your opponents you might make them overstay or overpeak for you, right? And then if they dive something else, then you have pretty much once they dive something else, you can peek in Discord and shoot and help out your team. But you have to land your shots pretty much, or else you'd be baiting your team if you're not contributing as much. Or you can just go here, avoid any spam, and just immediately play here. But ideally, it's kind of weird. Like, if you hide, there's really no point in you hiding if you can't land the shots and you can't support your team properly. Otherwise, whoever's getting dove is dying for no real reason, you know? So, it really depends whether or not hiding is really the best thing for you to do. I mean, you want to make them waste as much time as possible looking for you, and you want them to dive you at the end of the day. But if they dive someone else and you can't lend your stuff, then it's effectively you're not contributing as much. Like you dying and getting attention on you and juking around his health pack is probably more valuable than it is for like having one of your frontliners die if they all just decide to dive like a Genji or something, right? So that's that. So you can also use this mid area here to push. Anyways, now let's go over holding. When you take control point, pretty much as Zenyatta, you want to use high ground. Usually playing bridge here gives you good distance away from top left. You can juke around, shoot. And then if they push main, if you want LOS to orb, just play high ground. Just move away from the bridge, well, not away, but move forward here and play just high ground and just shoot, spam, right click. And of course, normally for Koth, if they have a Genji, you save your trans for the Genji.
Experience tranquility.
And if they have a black hole, 70% of the time it's not even worth transcendencing in the black hole because you'll just get anti-healed or they'll just pulse bomb combo. So, yeah. That's really pretty much it for positioning. Really, this is like the only place you can actually position on Village, Nepal. So yeah, that's it. Thank you thank you so much for watching, and be sure to check the channel out for more content. Have a good day.